Today we honor the call of the Dalai Lama to create a more compassionate and just planet. So for our meditation, begin by closing your eyes or finding a focal point and allow your vision to go softly out of focus. In this time of meditation, I ask that you let my words be your words. Begin by taking 3 deep breaths. 1 to quiet the mind. 1 to quiet the body. And with your next breath, follow it into your heart space, into the place where you feel Spirit dwells within you. I am one with the One who awakens compassion within me. I am one with the One who extends loving compassion when life feels unkind. I am one with the One who guides me with tender compassion when I am stuck inside my own mind. I am one with the One who extends me courage to hold my steady ground, to be love and compassion to others. I am one with the One who uses compassion to heal broken hearts. I am one with the One who uses compassion to comfort those in need. I am one with the One who uses compassion to heal body and mind. I am one with the One who awakens compassion within me. And so it is. Amen. All right. I titled my talk Limitless Possibilities, and I want to start with a video that you can find on YouTube. It's called Did You Know 2025 by Jose Estevez. And I'm telling you the name of the video because you'll probably want to go back and see it again. All the information on this video is in print, and you have to read really, really quickly. So if you go back, you can catch something you didn't quite get the first time. So remember the name, Did You Know 2025 by Jose Estevez. Okay, Dave, I think we're ready. So I want you to turn to the person next to you, in front of you, behind you, and tell them what is your gut reaction to seeing that. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to bring you back together. I heard everything from ooh to amazing, right? So I want you to think about how many people your gut reaction was, oh my God. Anybody? Okay. Anybody feel I am so far behind? What about a tiny sense of fear at all the changes coming? Who felt elated with a sense of, I cannot wait to see what's next? Not as many. Okay. Let's put this into perspective with our Unity 5 principles. There's only one presence and one power in the universe, God the good. People are good, born in the image and likeness of God. The law of mind action is that our thoughts and feelings reflect in the way we experience our daily reality. Meditation and prayer are the tools for knowing God, transformation, and living from spiritual reality. Action. The truth we know is the truth we use. So through these principles, we live in a spiritual realm with an eternal God of light and love. We also live within our human experience in an environment that is constantly changing. Finding your center, living in oneness with the divine, and choosing actions from that center is the ultimate goal, no matter what is going on around us. Yet to do that, to live consciously, moving toward oneness with the divine, means navigating all the changes around us with purpose and intention. Look at just one of the topics from the Did You Know video. 5 generations are currently working together to find a way to communicate effectively. The folks at Pew Research tell us the boundaries on communication and behavior assigned to a particular generation is not a hard science, but rather an in general statement. So in general, traditionalists, people born between 1928 and 1945, anybody here? Like to communicate by putting things in writing. Boomers, born between 1946 and 1964, prefer to communicate by call me. For business reasons, both these generations have had to adapt to email. Then we have Generation X, born between 1965 and 1980. Do we have any of those in here? Okay. And they want an email, though in my experience, there's a lot of texting going on in this generation, perhaps to communicate with their children. We have millennials born 1981 to 1996. Come on, there's at least 2 of you in here, right? Okay. And they desire a text message. And into that, we now put into the mix the folks called Generation Z, born 1997 to 2012. Do I see anybody here? No, okay. Who want to communicate through FaceTime. Again, a lot of us have learned these various communication methods to be effective at work, to keep up with our volunteer organizations, or to communicate with children, grandchildren, or great-grandchildren. We could also add social media communication into the mix, like Facebook, Snapchat, Blue Sky, and beyond. Honestly, I have no idea how to FaceTime. But learning new technology is my responsibility if I want to participate in society and bring my spiritual light. It also enables me to promote things I believe are important. Being kind, having integrity, holding up the truth, and building a just world that includes and works for everyone. For these reasons, we are in a digital communication, right? And we are creating a digital communication team here at Unity. This past week, I hired a social media manager, Mackenzie Peterson, and she's here today. Mackenzie, wave at us. Okay. Notice Mackenzie's quite young. Mackenzie has experience being a social media manager when she was employed by her college bookstore. She will work with other experts in our church community, Jenny and TJ and people like that, through the digital communication team to reach our goal of getting the Unity message out and attracting multiple different ages to our congregation. The team's first task is to evaluate what we already have, like our website, our YouTube channel, and Facebook page, so that when Reverend Mickey takes over, he can make the necessary decisions of how to proceed. Personally, I cannot wait for Reverend Mickey to get this ball rolling because I am completely out of my wheelhouse. As a church community, it's important to acknowledge we are living in exponential times. And exponential means the increase or change is coming more and more rapidly. Here's an example. To reach a market audience of 50 million people, If you used radio, it would take 38 years. On TV, it takes 13 years. Using the internet, 4 years. And with Facebook, 2 years. The first commercial text message was sent in 1992, and now a lot of folks can't live without texting. Anyone born before 1992 is playing texting technology catch-up. In 2013, Amazon used 1,000 robots working in warehouses, and in 2025, there are 750,000 robots in 175 warehouses. The AI movement is marching ahead. Here's another example. My doctor is having me come in to get a baseline brain mapping using 100% AI. In the future, she will be able to see on her computer if I have any cognitive or memory decline and be able to help me stop or reverse such a trend. I can't wait until there are driverless cars and they become affordable so that when my mom's age, 94, I will be able to be mobile and able to travel by myself wherever I need to go. Many of these new technologies are moving us ahead by leaps and bounds, but we, the humans, must have discernment in how and why we use new technologies. There are technological advancements like AI, ChatGPT, or Perplexity that come with problems, especially some ethical and environmental problems that are just now coming to light. So proceeding with awareness, knowledge, and responsibility are necessary if we want to make enlightened and conscious decisions. The changes in our society through creative and technological advancement are almost beyond what we can imagine, but not beyond our human ability to adapt and consciously choose what to do and what not to do. That is our spiritual challenge. We are to use our inner divine wisdom and discern how we will move and have our being in this rapidly changing world. Engaging in Unity Principle 4, prayer and meditation, is more important than it has ever been. To keep centered, I find that connecting daily with the divine, with my higher spiritual self, is the key. You can access that connection through being in nature, listening to music or singing, journal writing, devotional reading, or talking to and sharing with like-minded spiritual seekers. It doesn't matter how you do it, but I encourage you to create or keep a daily habit of connecting with the divine and affirming your spiritual identity. One of our most important challenges as we come into contact with many of these technological changes will be managing negative emotions and personal anxiety. I'm happy to say that Unity leader and writer Mindy Odlin has come up with a fun and innovative way to manage negative thinking and personal anxiety. She shares it in her book, What If It All Goes Right? Creating a New World of Peace, Prosperity, and Possibility. Susan Herman introduced me to this book and concept. It was so fun and exhilarating, we turned it into a class called What If, which we just concluded. Now don't worry, if you missed the class, we'll be teaching it again as an evening class on Zoom in the new year. So here's the premise. Negative emotions and anxiety often come from imagining the worst possible scenario that might happen. Lee Iacocca advocated this as a business practice. He said to imagine the worst outcome and prepare for it. That way, if it does happen, you're prepared to deal with the challenge. That is one way to think about business problems. My sister Leanne, however, who heard him speak, was so impressed with the idea that she uses it in her personal life. She thinks of all the worst possible outcomes. What if I move to Portugal and I hate it? What if I can't find people who speak English? What if my cats get sick? What will I do? Honestly, she drives me crazy. There is this cloud of negative thinking swirling around her at all times. And all those what if scary thoughts create an incredible amount of anxiety. She is the most anxious person I know. So Mindy says, instead of what if down, negative possibilities, what if up? What if I go to this event and I meet a new friend? What if my family Thanksgiving dinner is drama-free? What if I start an account on Blue Sky and find a way to spread love and peace? What if I eat at a different restaurant each week and break up boredom? What if I join Meetup and locate the perfect hiking group that goes at my pace? What if I find a publisher for my novel? Do you see how what if up can propel you into new possibilities? In fact, there are limitless possibilities. When you what if up, you can change your mood, your attitude, and allow your creative imagination to solve problems. So here's how it works. Think of a dream, a goal, or a challenge that would make your heart sing if you achieved it or conquered it. I started with, what if I could take a river cruise along the historic adventure route of Lewis and Clark? I shared this with the group. And suddenly in my what if class, the next thing I know, I meet another Lewis and Clark enthusiast who would like to take that cruise too. My mind travels to other what if up possibilities. What if my sister could watch my dog so I can go on that trip? The same week, I got a brochure in the mail advertising American river cruises, and one of their cruises is the Lewis and Clark route. Suddenly, this faraway dream starts to take shape in reality. Or a personal fear or challenge can be what if upped. I was really afraid of the effect ChatGPT would have on my creativity. What if I took a class and could understand AI in detail? Guess what? Unity Southwest Region offered a class, Understanding AI, How It Works, the Ethics of Using It in Ministry, and Environmental Issues. What? So I signed up. Best 2-hour investment on discovering the truth about a new technology I have ever spent. You can what if up anything, and you don't even have to stick to reality. What if I could fly and sprinkle positive energy wherever I felt sadness or anger? Just thinking of that what if made me feel more positive. So it is your turn. I want you to think of a what if up of your own. So you have to first think of your dream or goal or something you'd like to really do. Now think of your what if in a positive way. And share that with the person next to you. What if? Go ahead and tell them. I am seeing so many happy faces. Did you feel the energy shift? From being fearful of what might happen in the future, we just all went to a happy place. To what if up, we are using our own creativity, our inner wisdom to chase away fear and anxiety. We are changing our own negative thinking into positive possibilities. You now have a tool to use and address anxiety when it feels like everything is moving too fast. You can use what if up along with prayer and meditation to help bring positive change to the world, society, and technological use. When you feel that exponential change coming right after you, too fast, remember you are a spiritual being. And you can use your thoughts, your creativity, and your positive emotions to shape your human experience. What if we, with all of our various gifts and talents, make the Quad Cities a more loving and kinder place. The possibilities are limitless. So here is our application. I'm not supposed to say homework anymore. Here is our application for the week. What if up yourself into a great week? Keep the positive energy flowing. And so it is. Amen.